Brings us to the steel capital of the world, Pittsburgh, PA, at Heinz Field. They love the black and gold here in the Steel City, and a few moments ago, their Steelers emerged from the Heinz Field tunnel. They're set, we're set, as the Steelers are ready to do battle with the Cleveland Browns. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. This fielded at the 2. He's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
Here we go. Set! Black 30.
First carry for James Conner, and he'll get about 4 across the 30 to the 32.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
On second down, Roethlisberger. And he connects with Vance McDonald. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. The Steelers picking up 15 yards there at a first down.
Let's go. Let's go.
Roethlisberger will hand to Conner. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
Snickers, 66. Set. 180.
Now Roethlisberger to throw on second down. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down.
Not too many things get to a quarterback of this magnitude, but I think it's safe to say that pressure can get to any quarterback.
Now, he's obviously a great franchise quarterback, but felt the pressure, threw it incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Throw left side, taken in by Washington. And he takes this way down, deep into Cleveland territory. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. Just the first quarter, but tackling going to be so important going forward. They've got to limit plays like that.
And that's something when you see it happen early in the game and they don't get him on the ground, you can always tell that they were concerned about it going in. Because I can just tell you from my days, I remember being in college and worrying all off-season about our season open opponent, and they had a receiver that could shake and bake with the best of them. I tackled him on the first pass of the game, and the relief was incredible. Ended up having a pretty decent ball game. But if I'd missed him, it would have been a
different story.
long night.
No gain on the play there. It'll be second down. They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on second and goal. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. And he is caught at the 7-yard line. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Able to get 9 out of that pitch and catch, but now 3rd and goal. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, but now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
Looking to cash in on this opening drive. Here's 3rd and goal. Roethlisberger keeps it, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Ben Roethlisberger with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Steelers take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Boswell good with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Boswell on now to kick this one away.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at the 40. First down, Mayfield. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11.
Hurry up, here we go. Green, 39.
A first carry for the rookie Nick Chubb. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7. Throwing, Mayfield. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the free safety, Eric Berry.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. Now, they'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big-time races. That means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now.
And he's going to take this across the 50 into Browns territory.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense, because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
They run with counter. And he's going to be met at about the 43. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a first.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing, and I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. On third down, it's Connor, and he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. Heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they'll attack him here. They're throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. And this passing game's whole offense really didn't show up in the loss last week, and it hasn't started all that great here either.
Yeah, and they can't let that incompletion become an uh-oh moment. Like, oh boy, here we go again, just like last week. Each game is its own entity, treat it as such.
Again from the 20 after the incompletion. Here's 2nd and 10. Mayfield on play action. And this one grabbed by Darren Fells. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 13 yards on his first catch. It's a first down as well. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Hurry up, here we go. Green 39, green 39.
On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. And able to use his blockers to get this up over the 40. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. They go with Chubb on 2nd down. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give them a new set of downs.
Not too many more ideal situations in 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a first down. They ran it and picked it up.
Comes to Chubb, and this one's going to go the wrong way, losing yardage back at the 42. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. A give. This is Chubb. And 3 yards there takes him to the 45.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. So a 3rd and 9 and 6 defensive backs out there in the dime.
Patrolling the passing lanes.
Set. Green 39. Green 39.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And he's got his man. That's Landry. First catch for last year's NFL catch leader, and it's a first down. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary, figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10, right at the 40. Back with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Browns with a football to begin quarter number 2. And they're on the move here. They've got it 1st and 10. Play fake. Mayfield. The attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again.
Well, partner, when you ask anyone other than your QB to throw the ball, you must have a lot of confidence, or you think you're really going to fake them out, and it looks like they did exactly that.
Yeah, going deep in the playbook, and a great grab on the other end. A first down throw from Mayfield. Completes this to Callaway over on the right side. And down inside the 15 he goes. 10 more there and another first down. And now the passing game here in the second quarter starting to heat up a little bit.
Don't you feel the rhythm starting to happen, right? You see it now, the confidence is starting to rise. I think now as a play caller, because that has happened, you lean on it a little bit more. You don't go totally away from running the football, but you do say, guess what? We can throw it well with a whole lot of confidence.
From the red zone now, Mayfield. That is incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Set. Green 39. Green 39.
A run for Nick Chubb. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Cameron Hayward in on the tackle.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable third down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. On third down, Mayfield. And this is going to be intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Landry, the intended target. Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at the 20. After the interception, here's Roethlisberger. Got a man open. It's Darius Heyward-Bey. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did.
Focus, focus. Focus, focus.
On 1st and 10, it's Roethlisberger. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense, when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now it's Conner. And an alley to run. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
And the Steelers on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Roethlisberger will throw. Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. The Browns offense trotting back onto the field. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit. Like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
But he started on the ground with Nick Chubb. So he got free of 1 tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
Now let's go. Green 39. Green 39.
Chubb. Oh, now he bowls him over. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. It's a gain of 6, moves him to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
The Browns on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2.
Here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
Mayfield to throw it. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues. This quarterback now 6 of 10 in this first half. He's got his guys a first down here.
Hurry up, here we go. Green 39. Green 39. Leopard. Leopard.
Mayfield now. Quick hitter here. It's complete. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. A pass for negative yardage, obviously no good. Maybe he shouldn't have thrown it, or maybe he shouldn't have caught it.
And I think we were seeing it at the same time, weren't we? Maybe you let that one go, right? Because you can see the lost yardage about to develop, but that goes against every instinct of a receiver. They're taught to catch everything, so it's really hard to be mad at him and yell at him for trying to make that play.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
Now a second down throw for Mayfield. That's taken in by Callaway. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Antonio Callaway, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Browns are within an extra point of tying this thing up. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Steelers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. The
Leverage.
big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. A great play there with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Steelers get the quick strike touchdown. Extra point put through by Boswell. And the lead is up to 8. Boswell on now to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Now the Browns offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
Check, Patriot! Patriot! Set!
Mayfield now looking to throw on 1st down. Escapes the sack. So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
Now let's go! 319! 319!
On the carry, it's Chubb. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
Partner, you mind if I take off this headset and put on a coaching headset?
You want to get this running game going?
I want to get this running game going. I'm going down there and saying, gentlemen, we have got to run the football. We've got to get it going right now.
Yeah, to this point in the second quarter, it has been a struggle. The Browns on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 19.
All right, here we go. Blue 90! Blue 90!
From the gun, Mayfield. Looking left side, that's caught by Landry. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. A good pickup there, a 22. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Here we go now. 3-19. 3-19.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to get this one all the way up to about the 46-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. Second down, Mayfield. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. Back to Heinz Field after this. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Here we go now. 3-19. 3-19.
On the ground, it's Chubb. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. Mayfield now on 2nd down. And Callaway taking it in left side. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. They give him a gain of 38. First down now, but that clock rolling.
Watch it now, Barney. Barney.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Able to shake him off. And that's a loss of 7 on the 1st down play. Here's Mayfield. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Jarvis Landry, the intended receiver, and now it's 3rd down.
The one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard.
Hurry up, here we go.
3rd and long for Mayfield. Drops it off for Chubb. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on 4th.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
Now to try the field goal, here's Daniel Carlson. The kick by Carlson is good. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Set! Black 20.
The drive will start with Connor. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Hey. Set. Blue 30.
Right back to him on 1st down. And he'll take this up over the 40 to about the 41. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Connor. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. So we reach halftime here in the Steel City with the Steelers on top. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here's the Browns offense now getting set to start off this third quarter. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
Detroit!
And again, it's Chubb. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. Jamal Sheard on the stop.
He hadn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. The Browns on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1.
Now let's go.
They'll run for it. Here's Chubb, and he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another 1st down with that run.
All right, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Now Chubb. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. Make it now 3 tackles for a loss in this game, 1 for each quarter.
And for a guy who played defense in college, I can just tell you that he's feeling very satisfied right now by what he's doing. But he's elated because he knows what he's doing is helping his team win the game right now. Making some big-time plays, getting into the offense's backfield and spilling everything.
Green 39.
They'll try to throw here. Mayfield. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. The Browns on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 11. Mayfield looks to throw. And that is incomplete.
And we're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Taking it about the 16. It's a 41-yard punt, but just a net of 31 following the run back. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. Time for the Steelers offense now to get set for their first possession of half number 2. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away.
Yeah,
Defense,
we got
the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see if the offense gets done.
Again, it's Connor. This will go for 5 up to the 33.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. It looks like a nickel set now for the Browns on 3rd down. Here's Connor. And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Here we go.
And they'll run it here. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here, because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. Now they'll throw it with Roethlisberger. Throw left side, caught by Goodwin. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 11 yards there as they connect on the quick slant. So 2 1st downs, and that moves the ball to the 42 now, 1st and 10. On 1st down, it's Roethlisberger. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Goodwin. And he's taken down inside the 30. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down. They'll throw on 1st down with Roethlisberger. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29.
Jack 16. Jack 16.
And on the ground they go with a running back. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 9 yards on the pickup there as they'll be left with 3rd and 1. And the Steelers on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Big Ben going to take it himself. And he'll be touched out here, but not before he does pick up the first. He'll wind up getting 2 there as he does it himself and picks up the first. Now they try the right side here. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And it'll be 2nd and 12. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12.
Double. Set. Blue 30. 4 down.
On 2nd down, Roethlisberger to the right side and complete to Washington. And he's brought down. The passing game in rhythm right now for Pittsburgh. There's another 1st down. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables. Otherwise, they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
Here we go. Let's go. Blue 30!
And with the play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. They'll try to run it. This is Conner. And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Steelers are going to add on to their lead. Boswell good with the extra point. And it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. Boswell on now to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Browns offense back onto the field. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10.
Hurry up, here we go. 3-19.
They run it again with Chubb. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. Solomon Thomas there on the tackle.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Green 39.
On third down, it's Nick Chubb. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. It'll be a gain of 5, and the punt team will now come out on fourth down. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard.
Set. Blue 90. Blue 90.
They'll run for it. Chubb. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down.
Set. 3-19.
They go play action here on 1st down. And almost intercepted. It would have been his second pick of the game. Instead, it'll be 2nd down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. Back now in Pittsburgh. It's the Browns with a deficit. They're trailing, but with the football here to start the 4th. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46.
Hurry up, here we go. Green 39.
Now they return to the ground game. Chubb, and he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. Give the tackle there to Morgan Burnett. And this defense continues to give them fits. They just can't get really anything going on the ground, can they?
I love the theme that you just brought up. This defense has been tough all game long against the run. We just saw another example of it there.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
Play action now. Here's Mayfield. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. The Browns passing game finding its stride. They've got another 1st down. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
This quarterback now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10.
Hurry up, here we go. 3-19.
Now Mayfield. That's Njoku over the middle. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down. Defensively here, you've got the cushion, but back-to-back pretty big pass plays there. Bend but don't break, but are they bending too much?
I think that they are. To me, it'd be like playing basketball, and you put up a token press. Make sure you get up there and make them eat up some time. Make it a little bit of resistance so they can't just run it right down your throat.
Here we go now. Blue 90. Blue 90.
From the red zone now, Mayfield. That's complete over the middle to Callaway. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes You're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. They run. Chubb. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up 1st and goal.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. And I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. So they've been in the red zone 3 times, and it's yielded just 3 points. Can they find the end zone here on 2nd and goal? They come out here in the eye. They'll give it to Chubb. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
Well, he did get a taste the previous week. He got into the end zone, trying his best to get there in this game. So far, he's been denied.
Hurry up, here we go. 3-19.
It's a quarterback sneak, and he's in. Touchdown, Browns. Baker Mayfield, his 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Browns are back within a score. Here we go. The Browns will go for 2. Mayfield to throw it this time. And he's got it for the 2-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. The lead cut to just 4 as they kick it away and turn things over to their D. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Steelers offense now, they head back onto the field. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. To throw here, Roethlisberger. Hayward Bay has it over the middle. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pickup there at 22. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Roethlisberger now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10.
We got three, fellas. Set. Black 20.
And they'll go ground game here with the tailback. And he's going to take this across the 50 into Browns territory. And now a timeout called defensively by the Browns. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. They stay on the ground. Here's Connor again. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. The Steelers on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 4. And they'll go on the ground. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. And now the Browns are going to take another timeout. That's going to be their 2nd. They'll be left with 1 more plus the 2-minute warning. And we'll be back. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Roethlisberger keeps it. And, boy, this is going to be close. That mark looks a little short, and he didn't get there. A wall of bodies there. Nowhere to burrow through the line on the quarterback sneak. And this Browns defense stands tall. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now 1st and 10 at their own 43.
Now let's go. Green.
They begin this drive with Chubb. And give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now.
Here we go now. 3:19. 3:19.
Throwing, Mayfield. And his throw is incomplete.
He went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
The Browns on 3rd down. Not quite 50%. 4 for 9. This will be 3rd and 5. To throw, Mayfield. And he can't hang on to it. Nearly picked. He's known for his hands defensively, but instead it just brings up 4th down. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Now with the play clock down to 2, we're going to get a timeout here. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this 4th quarter. And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5.
Set. Green 39. Green 39.
desperation time. Mayfield on 4th down. That's to his running back, complete. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. Being just short of midfield, they decide to take a crack at it on 4th down. They don't come through.
Sometimes it's just showing confidence in your defense. You know that they're good, and they'll take care of you. A lot of coaches during the week will announce to their team, we're going to be aggressive, guys. We're going to go for it. Hey, defense, you got me? A little bit of a challenge to them to see if they'll pick up the rest of the team.
We'll see how they respond now. It's Connor as they stay on the ground. And he's going to take this one down inside the 45. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs, and they come up on 2nd down.
Set.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
And they'll go with the ground attack here. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A great play there. 40 yards. And the Steelers find a way to stretch their lead. Extra point put through by Boswell. And that pushes the lead up to 11. Boswell on now to kick this one away. And the Browns getting set to go. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
Hurry up, here we go.
They go play action. Mayfield. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But I think a Brown was able to recover, and they'll indeed hold on to the ball here.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. Now a 2nd down throw for Mayfield. To Decker over the middle. And they'll mark him down right around the 9, just shy of the 10. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down. And right now, defensively, you love that, don't you? I mean, you'll give them that play.
And they'll take it every single time. This is almost like nickeling and diming it downfield, and too much time's going to run off the clock.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. I guess they're in a situation now, 4th quarter, where they're forced to take some chances, but I don't know that that was the type of a chance you want to take.
And that one could very easily have been intercepted, and if it does get picked off, that could possibly seal this one.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And no, it's incomplete. Hugh Jackson rolls the dice, but it doesn't work for him. And now, boy, the ball's going to go over on downs here inside the 10-yard line. Now, this is a nice little gift wrap situation as they take over first and goal. And they'll run it here. He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line. Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's second and goal now. They get it to him running left. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to set up a third and goal.
Well, they made the play there, and I'll guarantee you their coaches and the other players are screaming at them about their pride. Come on, guys. He's already gotten in 3 times. You can't give up a 4th one. And on that play, they were able to make the stop.
And you knew they were going to go to him to try to get that 4th.
And why wouldn't they? It's not just getting the 4th. He's the hot hand, so to speak, right? The hot feet in this situation. And he knows how to find the end zone. That time, he just didn't get there.
It's Connor, and he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Only a yard that time, so now a decision to be made here on 4th and goal.
Now, this feels like old school football because this has turned into a good old-fashioned goal line stand. So on offense, what do you do now? Do you decide to run it or throw it if you go for it on 4th down?
Now Chris Boswell for the Steelers field goal try. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle. And Boswell's kick is good. And that will get the lead up to 14. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but they still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. But good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3, and that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Now out of the gun. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. And, Charles, you know what coaches always tell us. We want to win our home games. That much we know. We want to protect our home turf. They got that done in this one.
Exactly right. When you start a season, everyone's goal, win all of your home games, split your road games, and you're likely
So for the Steelers, the win moves them up to 5-2 now on the year. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Baltimore Ravens. Meanwhile, for Cleveland, changes could be in the air as they fall to 0-8 now on the year. And they'll get a home date next week against the Kansas City Chiefs. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here.